Body parts, feel and sew. Okay, after you sew the parts, we're gonna take the excess out, and then we gonna turn them to the other side, like the legs and the arm, not the body. And the face, there are two techniques to do the face. One is totally open, the other one is not. So you're gonna see this further in the next video. So after you trace, you sew, and you're gonna fill with wool. So you're gonna need a wood wand to help to fill the parts. This will prevent wool from tangling in the future. First, you turn all the parts over, fill a wand with wool, and place at the bottom of the part to be stuffed. So we're gonna do this with the legs and the arms. Slow, one by one, push until the end so it gets firm. Do again and again and again until you do the whole arm. As I said, you're gonna do this to the legs and to the arm. So it's done. And now you're gonna close the ends with crochet thread. You're gonna use the invisible stitch with a knot at the end of the thread. So it's very important to do this work really well and to use the invisible stitch to close the parts, so it doesn't look it looks clean, it looks nice at the end. And use the crochet thread because it's more firm, right? It's more strong. Is the way to do it. Over here I'm gonna fold the fabric a little bit and do the other side, and fold a little bit and do the other side. Slow, you push, push, push. As firm as you push, the stitches don't show. If you let them too loose, they're gonna show a lot. So push and they almost disappear. It looks like a clean job at the end. When you get close to the end, you're just gonna give a knot and cut the excess. Doing the legs, over here we have the two legs done, and you're gonna put the two legs, they are red stuffed, right? So the legs will enter the body at the widest part of the body, and the foot will be exposed at the tiniest part. Really important to do this slow so you don't break the work that you did so far. And it's very important also that both feet are the same height. If it's not, one leg is going to be bigger than the other. So you adjust and you push until it's in the right position. When you finish doing this adjusting, you're gonna go to the top, and we're gonna prepare the top because we're gonna sew, right? So over here you see I'm gonna push the top of the legs with the top of the body. Put them together. I'm gonna use some pins to help in this process. Sometimes it's a little bit tough because of the fabric and the wool to put a pin. So, but there are different ways to do. And it's really important, because when you sew, you don't want the legs to change place. You want them in the place that they are right now, perfect, so you don't have a headache later on. So as you can see, I'm gonna use the pins in different ways just to mark it down, and then I'm gonna sew this part using the machine, and I'm gonna do the same thing twice, you know, not on top one of the other, but really close one to I'm gonna sew twice, back and forth, to be so it doesn't break. It's very easy. If you do only once, it's very easy to break, so do twice the same process. It's really necessary to do twice. When you finish, you're gonna cut the excess. Don't cut too close to the edges, and you're gonna reverse the body and fill with wool. So be careful, you know, so you don't break anything. And then you have the legs with the body. At this point, the body looks like small for the size of the legs, but it is not. As soon as you start putting wool, you notice that is the right size. And this time you just can put chunks and chunks of wool until it's really puff and is firm too. And even when you think it's really firm, you're gonna notice that you're gonna need a little bit more, and when you start attaching the neck, you notice that you're gonna need a little bit more. So it's more and more and more and more. We're gonna put a little heart, put a little heart in your doll. Is a little touch, right? So your doll has brain and it has a heart. And now we start to prepare to put the neck. Over here we already have the doll's head. You're gonna learn this in the next chapter. And you're gonna fold a little bit the fabric to make a firm, and you can see how it's gonna look like. With a medium needle and crochet thread in the color of the doll, you're gonna do invisible stitches from one side to another. Sometimes after I use the crochet, I use a fine thread and do again the whole process one more time, so it gets really clean, really nice. You do this one, I'm starting from the back, but you can also start from the front, okay, no problem. When you finish, you do a knot and cut the excess. The other thing that we're gonna do when we finish this is prepare the doll to attach the arms. and the arms are like 1 centimeter below the neck. Okay, you try, you see if you have the right size, if it's okay. If by any chance your arm is too long, it's the right time to cut before you attach it. Okay, cut, sew, and then again you're gonna use the invisible stitch to finish up the job. And you have the first part of the doll done. The body, the arms, the legs, the whole process of doing the head we're gonna start in the next chapter. So again, I'm using the crochet line double to be really firm, and I'm gonna do the process twice to be firm and clean. So now the doll has shape. It looks like a doll. Yeah, as soon as you finish, you give a knot and cut and take out the excess and do a second time to be nice and clean.